ecstasy. I'll be yours for 1,000 nights. I'm teasing out and finding your cage. I'm diving in deep and I'm riding with no brakes. No, no. Feeling your love when you're swimming in my veins. You've got me now. Been waiting for
It's time for the men's basketball here tonight at Chowan. Chowan men trying to do what the Chowan ladies couldn't do tonight, and that's win tonight. Chowan men coming off a loss a couple weeks ago at West Virginia State, 95-92, their first loss of the season. Shaw was likewise down in Tampa, losing 115-98. But Amir Hinton in that game had 52 points. We'll see the outstanding player here momentarily for Shaw. Let's get courtside as we always do here at a pregame. Catch up with Coach Brett Vincent to get his thoughts on tonight's game. Being after the Christmas break at home tonight, they play host to Shaw in a crucial CIAA matchup. After the first year, joined you by Coach Brett Vincent. Coach, I take it you had a good holiday?
Yes, I did. I hope you did, guys.
I did. I had to go back to work so I could pay for what Santa had to bring me here to the house and what he brought all my kids and my grandkids. But you guys have been back on campus a few days now. How have you handled this time off, trying to get back in the swing of things?
Well, first thing we're trying to do is get their legs back under them, get their wind back, and we've had some good practices. You never know after a long break, how it's going to affect teams, but Shaw's had somewhat of a break as well, so we'll see what happens.
Tell the two halves up at West Virginia State back on the 16th. You don't play very well in the second half, make a good comeback the first half, make a good comeback in the second half. What was the problem up at West Virginia State?
Well, part of the problem is they're pretty good, and their best player was back after being out 6 or 7 games, and it doesn't hurt a team at all. And they played well, made shots in the first half. We did not shoot the ball well in the first half. Second half, we played really well. We just dug too big of a hole, and then, we got it tied, and then, a kid makes a great play at the end for them, drives it in there and gets a foul on him and then makes a bucket. So they deserve credit. We didn't play all that poorly. We just had a bad first 20 minutes where the ball didn't go in.
Well, you can't be too dissatisfied with the 2018 portion of the season. You went 8 of 9 games, but, Coach, a big task ahead of you tonight with Shaw. And when everybody thinks of Shaw, they think of great players, and they got another one in Amir Hinton, who's leading the country in scoring at 34.3 a game.
Yeah, they're a typical Shaw team. They're big and athletic. Got a bunch of transfers from high major Division I programs. Hinton's a Division II transfer. He's getting 34 a game, so obviously he's pretty good. We know he's good. We've seen him on film. We saw him last year on film, and he'll be a handful for us. Hopefully we can just keep him in check a little bit. Kelsey's a good player for him. They complement each other very well. He runs around and makes shots off of Hinton's penetration and things. So, and they've got size as usual, and it'll be a challenge for us. There's no doubt.
Is he the type of guy that plays with the ball in his hands most of the time?
Yeah, he has the ball in his hands a lot. He'll bring it up the floor, and then they'll run him off of some things, but they'll isolate him in the post or even on the wing, kind of a post-up situation. He's a real long, athletic guy, and he can get to spots. You try and keep him from getting to spots. It's really difficult. He knows how to get open and how to use his body.
Coach, when you look at your team tonight, going up against Shaw, what are the keys for you?
Well, the keys for us, first thing is going to be control Hinton a little bit. We'll have to run some offense. We'll have to be good on the glass. We'll just have to be solid all around, Gaddis.
Coach, by the time to tip it off, have a good one.
Okay, hope so. Thanks.
That is Coach Brett Benson talking about tonight's matchup for his Hawks up against Shaw University. As Shaw comes in at 5-5 tonight and 1-1. Shaw at 8-1 and 2-0. And we mentioned in the interview with Coach Benson about Amir Hinton, the outstanding scorer here for Shaw. It's 6'5" junior from out of Philadelphia. It's a transfer from Lock Haven, who he led Lock Haven in his sophomore year in scoring at 23.4 a game. He was 11 nationally that year. Also, he was an all-state player back from Abington High School down in the Philadelphia area. Take a look at the starters tonight. Chowan got a little different lineup look tonight because Bobby Grubbs is not here tonight and is not dressed. He will be out of the lineup. Jadarian Wade, who started his season, has not played since the second game to the foot injury, is pretty much done for the year. He is here on the bench in street clothes, so we'll see what Chowan lays on the floor. Let's give you a look at the Shaw starting lineup. Amir Hinton, a 6'5" junior, starts at one forward. The other forward is going to be 6'4" freshman Jaleel Carter from out of Charlotte. In the middle will be Alex Owens, a 6'9" sophomore from Bladen, Florida. In the backcourt it'll be Imani Miller, a 6'1 junior from out of Knoxville, Tennessee, the transfer from Hampton University. And also Devon Kelsey, the 6-foot junior from out of Richmond, Virginia. Coach Joel Hopkins in his 4th year on the bench here at Shaw, and he's 51-44 in his tenure at Shaw. For Chowan, they'll start in the backcourt. 6'3 sophomore Brendan Mahan, who gets the start tonight and plays the club. Brandon, who had 19 against Shaw last year up in Raleigh, and the Hawks lost 87-80, averaging 1.8 a game. He'll be joined in the backcourt by Gus Rowland, the 6'4 sophomore from Richmond, Virginia, who leads the team in assists at 7.4 and steals with 20. He also averages 14.3 a game. Tim Bean was good to start at 1 forward, leads the team in scoring at 17.4 a game. The 6'3 junior out of District Heights, Maryland, is a Richard Brand Community College transfer. He's joined up front by 6'3 senior Raleigh's own Demetrius Sanders, 16.6 a game, leads the team in blocks with 13. And Michael Kelly, the 6'7 junior from the Bronx, New York, at 12 points a game and 7.2 boards, starts in the middle tonight. And he'll step in and jump it up against Alex Owens. As we get ready to start, Coach Brett Fenson looking for win number 91 since being on the bench here at Chowan against 83 defeats. And Shaw, who's dressed in black tonight, trimmed in burgundy, will get basketball first and will work to the west goal here at Chowan. Here's Hinton with it out front, and they get it at the high post to Kelsey, who scores. They got it hitting away from the basket, and Kelsey just popped to the high post and scored. Here's Chowan with the basketball, and Shaw will start out man-to-man here. Over to Bean, out front to Rowland. Rowland, couple of dribbles. Now we'll flip it over in the corner to Sanders. Sanders takes it inside. Here's a shot blocked by Owens. Taken down by Owens. He'll get it away to Miller, who'll maneuver up front court with it. Miller, the young man from Richmond, Virginia, to try to go inside and turns it over. Steal by Bean. He'll go front court and get fouled, and he gets knocked to the deck here by Alex Owens. After the steal, the foul's going to be on Devon Kelsey. Kim had to steal and trying to go coast to coast with it.
Shooting 2 shots. Kelsey. And again, Devon.
So here is Bean at the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Chowan down 2-0. And Bean went inside the free throw. Tim, a 81% free throw shooter beginning tonight. Joined the best free throw shooting team in the league at 78.3%. Chowan being tested tonight. Only 9 players dressed for the Hawks here tonight. Available Hawks. And Bean makes a second of 2. It's a 2-1 lead for Shaw on maneuver front court. Over the far corner it goes to Hinton. He dribbled it off his leg and out of bounds. 2 turnovers here by Shaw in 3 possessions, and Chowan's going to come front court with a chance to take the lead here. Rolling the sophomore point guard from out of Richmond, Virginia's Henrico High School. Walking across the timeline where Knoxville, Tennessee's Imani Miller will wait on him. Here's Kelly. Michael will pull up from 18 feet just inside the arc and score. Michael Kelly with that smooth left-handed jumper is giving Chowan a 3-2 lead. Shaw maneuvering, trying to get it front court in the hands of Carter and Hinton. Hinton gets it just across the timeline. Almost threw it back court to Miller, who saves it. Now back out front it comes to Miller. He and Hinton play a little 2-man game right front. And at the high post it goes to Carter, swiped away by Rowland. That's 3 turnovers now early for Shaw. They come in averaging 14.1 a game. Bean gets it inside to Kelly. Kelly trying to back inside on Carter. And can't get away with good defense by Carter. Off to Sanders, he'll cut in lane over in the corner to Mahan. His 3-pointer is good from deep in the corner. Brendan Mahan's first 3-pointer of the year. He was 0 for 5 prior to that one. He's giving Chowan a 5-2 lead in front of a pretty sparse crowd here at the Helm Center tonight. Miller with it on the right wing, Chowan in a 2-3 zone. Miller and Kelsey out front with the basketball. They've got Hinton now at the high post, working the ups inside against his zone. As Rowland's trying to front him. Here's a jumper that's blocked away out front, but recovered by Hinton. His turnaround jumper's a little strong, rebounded off the beam for Chowan. Tim with a good block out underneath of Carter. Front court it comes to Mahan. He'll fire up another 3. Left side is good. Brendan Mahan with back-to-back 3s, and Chowan's reeled off 9 unanswered points. It takes a 9-2 lead. Hinton walking across the timeline. 7:13 to go in the half. Chowan's jumped out to a quick 9-2 lead. There's Miller and Kelsey working out front with it. They get it at the high post to Owens in the corner to Kelsey. They give it back, a little give and go underneath to Owens on a nice little pass that time from Hinton, and we got a foul underneath. That's going to be Tim Bean's going to be his first and the team first. So Owens will go to the line. Alex Owens, a 6'9" sophomore from Bradenton, Florida, is a 44% free throw shooter. Had 13 in that loss to Tampa back before Christmas, and the free throw rims out for the Oak Ridge High School product down in Sunshine State. He'll have a second one coming here. And his free throw is a little short, and then the rebound comes off the Carter. He'll stick it back in. Chowan had 2 men in position, but it came off a little awkward and went right to Carter. He stuck it back in. The freshman's first point is to Shaw within 5 at 9-4, but we're early in this one, just over 3 minutes done in the first half here. Here's Bean pulling up the dribble inside to Kelly. He's behind the defense and gets fouled underneath. Good job by a little high load at time from Bean to Kelly. And the foul underneath is going to be whistled, I believe, on Devon Kelsey is going to be his second. So Kelsey from out of Richmond, Virginia, has got the foul here. Here's Kelly at the line, the left-handed free throw shooter for the Hawks, and arched it up and rattled it in. Michael's 89% on the season from the stripe. He's missed only 2 free throws all season.
This is a veteran Chowan basketball team.
Here's Kelly to arch it up, and he got both. So Michael's got 4 and 6 for Brandon Mahan, and Chowan's going to insert Deion Joyner for the first time to replace Kelly. Deion got off to a slow start due to injuries early and got a big task in front of him here. The substitution also for Shaw is Devon Dillard, a 6'5" junior from out of Gary, Indiana, in the lineup. He averages 12 a game as a transfer from Oklahoma State. Hinton maneuvering across timeline. Rowland was just in the backcourt, just try to hinder him from coming front court so quickly. They get it inside and got a push from behind on Joyner. He was defending Owens down in the low block from behind and pushed him from behind. Joyner's first foul, the team's second foul for Chowan. 11-4 Chowan lead, 16:21 left to go in the half. Inbounds, it comes out front to Dillard, who's just coming the ball game. Off to Miller. He'll try to penetrate. Ball's not loose. Miller recovers. Goes inside to Hinton. He'll dunk it home for his first basket of the day. Loose ball turns out to a dunk here for Hinton underneath. The deficit down to 5 now for Shaw here at Chowan. Here's Rowland trying to set up the offense here. He works off a pick from Joyner. Pulls up 5 for 3. Little strong. They go to the rack. They tipped up and in. Joyner will get the basket, but it looked and went off the hands of Alex Owens. So Deion Joyner gets the tip in, and Chowan's got a 7-point advantage at 13-6. And stepping across the timeline is here. Look over this defense. Young man averaging 34.3 a game. Boy, if he gets it going, Chowan's going to be really in trouble here because he is some player. He's got it out on the left wing, trying to maneuver against Sanders, and Demetrius does a good job to cut him off. Shaw whips around the perimeter. Far side it goes to Devon Kelsey. His long 3 is no good. They fight for it underneath. Owens can't hold the rebound. It belongs to Chowan back the other way with it. Joel Hopkins, the veteran coach here for Shaw, off the bench to holler some instructions to his team, and he wants his team to show some 3/4 court pressure here. As Rowland and Bean do a good job of getting across the timeline here. We're nearly 5 minutes into this one. Bean to the rack, layup is a little short. Rebounded by Owens, who I think barred Bean on the shot. Here's Hinton in the open court. Gets inside the corner, his layup's up and good. Correction, that's Devon Dillard on the layup. Dillard's first bucket off the bench, 13-8. Sanders for the dunk. Chowan doing a good job getting in front court, and Demetrius with the slam, coming right down the middle of the floor. Heading with it out front. You hear Coach Bill Benson said he loves to play with his basketball in his hands. We're going to travel up front against Hinton. That's the 4th turnover here by Shaw, and they get us through the first media timeout. 14:33 to play in the first half. Chowan's jumped out to a 15-8 lead here at home against Shaw. Hawks are doing a good job early here against Shaw. They lead at 15-8, so come front court with the basketball. Hawks playing without a couple of starters tonight, Jadarian Wade and Bobby Grubbs. Here's Mahan, who got the start tonight. He had 2 quick early buckets. They get it inside to Kelly. He lays it up and in. Good playmaking that time by the Hawks, and Drexel lead back to 9. Here's Hinton coming front court, and Gus Rowland trying to take it away from him from behind. He's got to pick up the foul. For Gus, is foul number 1, the third team foul for Chowan. Chowan's without their backup point guard, Xavier Young, who's battling a back injury in the preseasons. He's on the bench here on the near side, but not dressed. This is Miller working on the left wing right in front of the Chowan bench, showing it man-to-man as the ball's nearly thrown away, and it's saved him in the corner by Owens. Owens gets it off to Dillard. He'll go behind his back to Kelsey, inside to Hinton. Hinton backing in, fall away, jump over Sanders, and Demetrius blocked it, but the official underneath said he got him with the body. For Sanders, it'll be foul number 1. It'll put Hinton at the free throw line. Well, he's been there 131 times this season and made 114 for 87%. He leads his team in steals, scoring, field goal percentage, and assists. There's Hinton, a transfer from Lockhaven University up in Pennsylvania. Free throws up and good by Hinton. With the junior, has gotten some talk from the NBA folks about him. As Miller will step out of the lineup, and looks like Jeremy Taylor is going to be the guy who's coming in for him. I believe I had that correctly. Correction is Darian Daniels, I believe. Here's Rowland for 3, and he got it. West drills it from straight on. And Chowan's got a double-digit lead here at 20-10 here at home. There's a bounce pass over in the corner, nearly a travel that time by Carter, who spins in the lane. Short jump is good. Nice move by Devon Dillard, that is. Dillard to transfer, and the steal lays it up and in. Chowan got a little lazy on the inbounds, and Dillard's off the bench with 6 points to kind of fuel the fire here for Shaw. As they cut what was once a 10-point deficit down to 6. Mahan jumper 15 feet is good. Brandon Mahan in that press offense with the bucket. He's got 8. His season high was 6 prior to that bucket. 8-point advantage. Chowan 12:50 to go in the half. Hinton with a round 3. High arching shot is good. Hinton with 7. As he arched it up high. Here's Kelly to the rack. Gets fouled. Can't convert on the 3-point play opportunity. Foul underneath is going to be whistled on Alex Owens. Going to be his first and the team third.
Owens picks up his first.
Mike Kelly shooting 2 shots.
Here's Michael Kelly at the 9 with a pair of free throws coming his way.
No start, but all of a sudden, Devon Dillard comes into the ball game.
And Kelly's free throw, he rolls around and falls in. And here's Philip Garner, 6'2" senior, getting in the lineup here for Kelsey. Kelsey out for the first time. And Garner, 6'2" senior, averaging 5.1 a game, a transfer from Payne College. And Kelly's second free throw is good as well. Mike's off to a good start tonight with 8. And here's Darius Hicks in the lineup for the first time. At about 6'9", first time we'd seen him all year. As a matter of fact, he was not on our roster coming in. He and Darius Daniels have been added to this roster for Shaw. It was already pretty deep. 24-17, Chowan with the advantage. Out front it comes to Hinton. He'll launch up another 3, and this one off the mark. Sanders got the rebound. Gets away to Kelly. Kelly going to go coast to coast with it. Hinton blocked his shot. The cover underneath by Sanders. Sanders caught the triple team. He's got nowhere to go and loops it up, and they call him for the timeout. Already got the timeout to save the possession, did Chowan. That'll stop the clock with 12:13 to go. And it'll be a 30-second timeout coming here from Chowan. Chowan men will be back on the home center floor coming up on Sunday afternoon. They play host to West Virginia State. We'll be here to bring you that game. West Virginia State owns a 95-92 win over Chowan. Matter of fact, handed the Hawks their first loss of the season. Back here right before Christmas on the 16th, Chowan came from 19 down in the second half to make a game of it, but lost in the last second shot. Some good crowds, good turnout tonight for our community. Due to the fact that students are not on site tonight. They have not come back from the Christmas break, so good participation, good turnout here from this nightcap, especially. That's off the Catawba kids. The Catawba girls played our first game tonight, and they're still watching this game. Even though it's not their team, it's Shaw and Chowan. Rowland gets it inbounds out front to Bing. Tim are going to get some pressure from Jeremy Taylor. And he'll get it away to Rowland. And we got a whistle underneath. Let's see what the foul is going to be. Is it going to be a double foul? Let's see. We got technical foul against Michael Kelly, and we got a technical foul against Sue underneath.
Technical foul number 21, Mike Kelly. And number 15, Davon Dillard.
And Dillard and good push in by Trey Steins underneath. As we got double technics, was nobody shooting it. Dillard got one, Kelly got one for Chowan. Here's Hinton to the right, can't score. Tipped out of bounds off Shaw, and it belonged to Chowan back the other way with it. Hinton kind of complaining to the official on the far side. He thought he got hacked going up. Still a 7-point Chowan advantage with 11:51 in Canada to go in this first half here from Chowan. Hawks back here again on Sunday, just like we mentioned before hitting a 3-game road swing. Here's Rowland trying to take it inside, driving lefts, no good. And it's out of Shaw's hands and out of bounds. No, it said it's off of Demetrius Sanders, says the official, so they went back the other way with it. Coach Webb Vincent wanted a little explanation as it come forward. Being with a near steal from Hinton, but Hinton gets away with it and hands it back out front to Taylor. They'll whip it to Dillon on the far side. Stolen away by Rowland. Rowland will take it in and Taylor lay it up and in on the steal. Gus Rowland with the steal. He leads his team in steals with 20 coming in. And he gets one here that converts into a layup back the other way. 25-17, Chowan advantage here at home. There's Taylor trying to go to the high post. It's kicked here by Rowland. They'll roll all the way to the other end. Some of our security will have to get involved and get the basketball back to the far end of the floor. And Shaw will inbounds right at the midcourt stripe on the far side, or maybe a little bit further down at the hash. And Chowan's going to take the opportunity to get Iggy Portick in the lineup and place in Michael Kelly. So Portick in for the first time tonight, the 6'9 junior from out of Serbia. Transfer from Niles Community College. 9 minutes have expired in the first half. Chowan is leading here by 9 at home. Here's a steal by Bing. He almost made a terrific move to get away and tried to save it and threw it out of bounds. So Bing, who almost made a terrific move after the steal and just couldn't hold it. Trying to get it to Rowland going front court. As Owens will get back in the lineup for Shaw, as will Hicks back in, along with Amani Miller. Miller with the basketball, near side to Owens, back to Miller. Far side, it goes to Garner. He's forced back out on a good defensive move here by Rowland. Add to Hinton on the right. Back out front it comes to Taylor. He'll put a trade against Rowland. Scoops it up inside. Owens lays it up and in. Good job of penetrating that Taylor to get it to the open Owens. He's got his first bucket. The lead down to 7 now for Chowan. As we near the midway of the first half here from Chowan. Rowland works off a pick from Portick. Pulls up the dribble. Back to Iggy. Iggy's got Hicks well away from the basket, and he'll give it away to Rowland. He works out between the rings. Matter of fact, right on the neck of the Hawks, hanging on the middle of the floor. Here's Rowland trying to go inside, back off the beam. Tim's got to let it go because shot clock's about to expire, and that's going to be a shot clock violation against the Hawks. And that should get his media timeout. 9:57 to go in the first half. Chowan leads Shaw here at home, 26-19. And you're tuned to it on GoCUHawks.com.
on my knees. You know I've given this everything, baby, honestly, baby, honestly. I lie for you, baby, die for you, baby, cry for you, baby. But tell me what you've done for me, for you, baby, and only you, baby. The things I do, baby. But tell me what you've done for me.
I never cheated, deleted everyone, cause they made you uncomfortable. No, baby, no. These accusations, I can't apologize for something that I didn't do. No, baby, no. I won't beg for your love, won't say
9:57 to go in the first half here from Chowan. Chowan men lead Shaw here by a count of 26-19 here at the Helm Center tonight. Kind of a little smaller crowd than we're accustomed to, but pretty much what you see when the students are out. Next time we're back here is on Sunday and probably a little bit of the same, but after that we'll have students for the remainder of the season here at Chowan, and that'll be on the 19th of January when Elizabeth City comes to town. Elizabeth City's playing well since we saw them here earlier. Here's Garner trying to go baseline, and Dean cuts him off nice and forcing him to retool back out front. Miller trying to penetrate this Chowan zone. Shot clock's about to expire. Miller gets it off just in time. Won't go. Tipped up by Owens and in. Philip Owens, or Alex Owens, down inside has got 4. Chowan deficit over Chowan's lead over Shaw now at 5 at 26-21. Dean having a little trouble standing up here. And we got a push inside, and it's going to be on Hicks on the pick, the illegal pick. So Hicks with a foul. Darius Hicks the foul. Here's Michael Kelly back for Chowan. Did they let him in? No, they're going to let him in. So he'll replace Pordick in the Chowan lineup. Inside it comes to Mahan. Right side it comes to Mahan on the shot from the inbounds from Rowland. Here's Sanders deep in the corner. Inside to Mahan. He's inside that zone. Takes up the defender and draws a foul from Hicks. For Hicks, it's going to be a second. So Hicks has got 2 quick ones here after the media timeout. So here's Mahan to the line for the Hawks. They've done a good job in its first 11 minutes, shooting 56.3% and taking care of the basketball with only 1 turnover. Brandon's free throw is a little strong and no good. He begins tonight 4 for 6 with 67%. So here's Jaleel Carter back for Hicks in the Shaw lineup. Well, it's a deep, talented Shaw team that Coach Joel Hopkins brings here tonight. Yes, Mahan mixed it back in with a few shot opportunity. Mahan with a season high 9 points. His career high is 19 that came at Shaw last year, that 87-80 loss by Chowan. 6-point advantage for Chowan. As Miller works out front with the basketball in his 2-3 zone. Going down to only 9 available players tonight. Kelly steps in front of the pass and it's not loose but recovered by Shaw. And Kelly takes it right away from Miller right front. Off to Rowland. Rowland in the corner to Mahan. He's got a spot open, wide open 3 and he missed it. Tapped around inside. Sanders got the rebound and stick it back in. Demetrius Sanders in the follow. He's got 4 and Chowan increases the lead at 29-21. Here's Hinton with it. One hands to pass out front to Miller. They're back to Hinton on the near side. Chowan's done a good job of slowing Hinton down tonight. And here's a jumper straight on. It's good for 3 by Devon Kelsey. Here's Brett Vincent talking about in the pregame about Kelsey's ability to play out front. The 6'4 junior from out of Richmond, Virginia. He's one of 2 players that played in the game against Chowan last year, he and Owens. The only 2 players that scored are in uniform tonight for Shaw. Sanders long 3, no good. Kelly's got the rebound, gets it out to Rowland in the first 30 seconds for Chowan. Ball corner to Mahan. Another 3 on its way for Brandon. After making the first 2, he's missed his last 2. Here's Hinton coming front court with it. Over in the corner, another 3's on its way for Kelsey. This is misses, tipped out, controlled by Bean, and he said he was out of bounds with it. And the official right on the spot making the call on the far side. So it still belongs to Shaw. Dean thought he got a step inside, but the officials thought different. He had gone out of bounds to try to save it, and they threw it back to him coming back in. He thought he got a foot down, but the official said not. Miller with the basketball right front to Kelsey. Kelsey working against pressure from Rowland. Showing kind of moving from man to man to his zone, and Quick trying to floor his hitting deep in the left corner. Trying to go to the high post to Carter, and Carter's able to score. Nice push that time by Hinton to set up Carter for his second field goal. Showing lead, it was once at 11, down to 3 now. 29-26 is 13 minutes of expiring this first half. Backdoor to Sanders, he'll deck it home. High flying Demetrius Sanders, a little high low that time for Kelly to Sanders. Nobody can climb the ladder like Demetrius. Boy, can he get up and stick it home as good as anybody in the league. Miller, who's pretty much handled the point guard duties when Hinton doesn't have it. Got it on the right side, inside to Hinton. He's caught in a double team. Back out to Miller. He'll fire a rash three, no good. Owens instead to tap it back in. Alex Owens, offensive rebound. He's hurting Chowan down in the low block. He's got 6 points and that's the deficit to 3 for the Bears. Chowan women and Shaw women played a couple of weeks ago to keep the doubleheader from happening tonight. Boom to the rack, missed the layup. Rebounded by Vaughn, or Kelsey there. There's Devon Kelsey coming front court with it. Trying to go to Hinton, and Rowland's going to pick up the foul. Or did Hinton hook him? I think Hinton hooked him and picked up the foul. He did. So near Hinton his first. And the 7th there for Shaws will work back the other way with it. It's a player control foul, so a non-shooting foul here. Rowland and Mahan do the two-man task of getting in front court for the Hawks here. Going 8-1 in the season. Trying to go to 3-0 and see how AA play. Mahan another 3. This one's good again. Brandon Mahan with 12 first half points. He's gotten a chance to start tonight due to Bobby Groves not being here, and he's making the best of it. 12 points, a season high. Carter from the free throw line. No good. Rebounded by Mahan. Mahan off to Rowland, and Rowland doesn't have the numbers and slows it down and lets his teammates catch up with him. But Mahan in the corner, back to Bean. Bean penetrating off balance. Shot is good, and he got fouled in the play. Tim Bean brought it off the glass, and the foul is going to be whistled on Alex Owens. And it's going to be his second. And Tim Bean with the old-fashioned three-point play opportunity here. The leading scorer for the Hawks has been kind of quiet up into that play. Boy, what a nice spank off the glass on the left that time by Tim Bean. As they do a little work on the far side. Hicks is going to get in the lineup here for Owens. Hicks comes back in with his 2 fouls to replace Owens, who has 2. Hicks at 6'9". So here's Bean trying to complete the three-point play. Bean's free throw is good, and that'll get Deion Joyner back in the lineup. As he'll replace Tim Bean. He and Coach Brett Vincent have a little discussion here right at the end of the bench. Not sure what that's all about, but I think he must give Tim a breather. He hasn't been out of this game much in this first half. Once again, Chowan working shorthanded with had a couple of starters tonight and a couple of reserves. High front to Kelsey, a long 3 is missed, and we got a push underneath. I think Deion Joyner is going to get caught with a push underneath. He was battling Hicks underneath, and this might be an intentional foul. But Deion Joyner is foul number 2. So officials are talking about it on the east side.
Foul's been charged to Deion Joyner.
So going to the line is going to be hit.
On number 12.
Yeah, Joyner got called for the intentional. So Hicks will shoot 2 free throws and Shaw will retain the basketball.
Shooting. 2 shots.
Hicks at the line, we don't have any numbers on him because he was not on our roster as we prepared for this game last night. He'll large up the free throw, and he got it. He has earned himself a second one. Hicks, his second free throw, misses out, so he makes only one of two. Here's Jeremy Taylor in the lineup. Jeremy Taylor getting in the lineup now. As they get it in bounds to Hicks, who's caught in a double team. Now steps through it, and they call him for the travel. 7 turnovers now for Shaw in the second half. As Hicks tried to step through the double team and travel with it. Here's Rowland on the inbound from Mahan, and thought Shaw was going to pressure the backcourt, but he backed off of it. Near the 5-minute mark of this first half. Been a pretty good one for the Hawks. They lead at 37-29 here. A well-played first half by Chowan. Shooting 54.2% and 1 turnover. Leon Joyner jumper in the lane. No good. Tipped up by Sanders. Ball still loose. It's off of Hicks' hands and out of bounds. That'll get us to the final media timeout. We Chowan basketball after the break. They lead it here at home 37-29. Back for more after this short timeout.
Boy, you do something to me. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new to get me high like you do. Yeah. Ooh, no, I'll never get over you until I find something new to get me high like you do. Listen to my heart go bottom, boot up. Dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, it just won't stop, it go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, boot up, and my heart go bottom, boot up, dee-dee-da-do, it just won't stop, it go. How many ways can I say that I need you, baby, it's true. I might die without you. Feeling all over my body.
Chowan basketball out of the break. So having underneath their own bucket with 4:47 to go. Out in front, 37-29 at home here against Shaw. Shaw leads this series, by the way, 7-5, and that including the 87-80 win up in Raleigh a year ago. Rolling way out away from the basket, looking at Brett Benson to indicate what play they would like to run here with 18 to shoot and 4:34 to play in the half. Rowland will pull up the 3 ball, and he got it. Gus Rowland drills a 3 from straight on, and Chowan back to a double-digit lead. Matches their biggest lead of the night, and they have 40-29. Taylor out front, whips it on the perimeter to Kelsey, back to Taylor. In the middle of the zone, they go to Hinton, who's caught in a triple team. Back out to Taylor. Taylor crashes into Joyner, lost the basketball. Mahan with the steal for Chowan. Mahan off to Bing. Bing running inside, and he'll get fouled in the play. Coach Brett Vinson wanted a goaltend. And a foul is going to be whistled out front on Jahil Carter, the freshman from out of Charlotte. And foul Bean going to the rack. So here's Bean stepping to the lane, trying to extend the Chowan lead with 4:05 to go in the half. And free throws up and good for Kim. And here's Devon Dillard back in the lineup for Shaw. I thought he had a good spark off the bench in the first half with his 6 points. Early in the half, he's going to replace Carter in the Shaw lineup. And both free throws are up and good here by Tim Bean. Good balance scoring here for the Hawks. Mahan with 12 each for Rowland and Kelly. 6 each for Bean and Sanders. And he's parlayed into a 13-point Chowan advantage at 42-29. Here's Hinton with it out front, and they call an illegal pick coming here against For Sean Kelsey, is this going to be his third? They had a little give and go to Hinton out on the perimeter, and Kelsey got caught with an illegal pick. So we'll work back the other way with it. Chowan trying to extend this lead. Chowan's done it with some good playmaking and taking care of the basketball here early. Here's Rowland right on the left wing. Works against pressure from Taylor and out to Kelly. Inside it goes to Sanders, and he can't convert on the using. Got his own rebound, stuck it up and got fouled. That time a little high low that time from Kelly went a nice pass, and Sanders couldn't convert, but he drew the foul on the follow shot. Foul's going to be on Jeremy Taylor. It's going to be his first. That's 10 team fouls now for Shaw in the first half with 3:42 left. Sanders got a two-shot opportunity to come in here.
But a game between two pairs was able to get an offensive.
And Sanders makes the free throw playing against his hometown school here. Here's Owens back in the lineup for Hicks for Shaw. Sanders converts on the first. Let's see if he can knock down the second. And he makes it both. 8 points now for Sanders. This is a 15-point Chowan advantage with 3:41 left to go in this first half. Chowan has been splendid here in the half. Taylor penetrating. Gives it off to Owens. Owens gets it back to Taylor in the lane. Short jump is good by Taylor, the young man from Pompano Beach, Florida. Played at same high school as former Chowan player Keyshawn Myers at Pompano Beach Eli High School down in Pompano Beach, Florida. Here's Michael Kelly, 15-footer over Owens, a little short. Rebounded underneath by Dillard. Dillard will come front court with it. He's on the move, trying to go inside to Owens. Owens gives it to Hinton, coming down the lane. His layup is good. Hinton with a little dipsy Dillard, and he'll lay it up and in. 9 from Amir Hinton. And back-to-back buckets here for Shaw, and they cut the deficit down to 11. With just inside of 3 minutes to go in half. As Taylor and Rowland just kind of collide in the backcourt. Taylor wanted to foul, but didn't have one coming. Yeah, Bean trying to get it to Kelly, and Hinton's got to steal on the way up back the other way. A lazy pass that time from Bean to Kelly on the perimeter. Parlays into a layup back the other way. It's a 6-0 run now for Shaw. And they've done it after Dillard's got back in the lineup. And Chowan had pushed it up to 15. Here's Bean caught in a double team right front. Gets it away to Kelly. Kelly well out away from the basket. Takes it in and Owens, and the ball is knocked out of bounds that time by Kelsey. A little more aggression now coming off the bench here for Shaw. And their defensive effort. As Chowan's going to inbounds underneath their own bucket and the baseline left. Rowland will be the gentleman who will trigger the inbounds. Rowland waiting for somebody to break free. Gets it in to Sanders in the corner. Back to Rowland. Gus going inside. Back out to Bean. 6 seconds to shoot. Bean with a nice move inside off the glass. Can't score, but he drew the foul. That's a terrific move by Tim Bean to District Heights, Maryland. Junior. Devon Dillard picks up his second foul.
Picks up the personal foul, and for Dillard, that is his second personal foul.
So it's going to put Tim Bean at the line. We'll have a two-shot opportunity to come in with 2:02 left in the half.
Tim Bean shooting 2 shots.
So here's Tim for 2. And he got it. Again, this Chowan team's a good free throw shooting team on the season as a team, 78.3%. Tonight, they're 12 of 14. And he makes both. So Bean has got 8. Bean, Kelly, Rowland, and Sanders all with 8. Mayhem with 12. And Chowan's got a 45-35 lead. So Kelsey gets inside and sticks it in for Shaw. 46-37. So played a final 1:45 and a half. Rowland, little bounce pass inside to Sanders. He lost it going up and it'll be a travel. I don't think Demetrius realized how free he was inside. That becomes Chowan's third first half turnover. And Shaw with a chance to get a little closer as we wind down the final minute 40 of the half. Hawks are led by as many as 15. In fact, they've led this entire first half. There's Taylor right front. And he took one step too many to travel with it. That becomes the 9th first half turnover here for, correction, the 11th first half turnover here for Shaw. Roland chases down the long pass by Bing, and he almost took an extra step. As Roland will get it across the timeline over to Bing, now to Mahan. Back to little Roland. Tough shot inside. He got knocked to the deck by Taylor. No call. Shaw quickly back the other way. They lob it inside to Hinton. Stolen away by Bing on a great play. And he threw it off Owens to save it. Nice play by Tim Bing. As he tried to run the alley-oop to Hinton that time, and Bing beat Hinton to the basketball. And that'll turn it over back to Chowan with 64 seconds to go in this first half. Shaw going to show some pressure in the backcourt, and Gus Rowland comes back and grabs it and said, I'll take care of getting in front court. As he tells Bean to get up away from him up in the front court. Here's Tim on the left. Sanders trying to bait backdoor, but couldn't get loose. Bing around Hinton, laid it up, wouldn't go. Hung in the front of the rim, but wouldn't go. Here's Hinton with a nice move off to Dillard. Inside to Owens, and he'll dunk it home. That's the way you run the break. Owens on the break, the big guy's got 8. And it's 46-37. Chowan can't hold for the final shot. There's about 6-second differential in the shot clock and the game clock. We're down to 28 seconds. 19 to shoot. Rolling out on the right wing. Nice little serve for Shaw at the end of the half after they went down 15. Over to Bing on the left. Here's Tim trying to penetrate against Hinton. To Roland. Cuts in the lane, scooped it up over the tall Owens. Went in and came out. Tipped back front. Bing's trying to save it. Hinton's trying to save it. And it'll belong to Chowan with 8.9 seconds to go. So Chowan will get a chance to hold for the final shot of the half. So they lead it here 46-37 at home, 39 at home against Shaw. And Coach Joel Hopkins is going to go to his bench and insert Naquan Kitchen. Also getting in the lineup from Shahil Carter as they get Tiller out of the lineup. And also probably going to get Owens out, I would suspect. And they did. Not wanting to risk that third foul as Coach Hopkins in his final 8.9 seconds. Chowan goes all the way in the backcourt to Roland. Gus got to go quickly now. Taylor trying to cut him off. Gus gets it off to Mahan. His left-handed jumper's no good. Bing on the recovery. And that goes. We played one half basketball. Chowan never trailed in the first half. They led by as many as 15. They go to the locker room up 7, 46-39 over Shaw. Back for more as we take a look at the team numbers and the individual numbers and a look around the league and the standings here at the break. Here from the Helm Center with Chowan leads Shaw at the half. 46-39. You're listening to it on GoCUHawks.com.
Not Saturday.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Drop top, how we rollin' down on callin' South Beach. Yeah, look like Kelly rollin', this might be my destiny. Yeah. She want me to eat it, I guess dinner's on me. I got you, know I got the sauce like a recipe. She just wanna do it for the grand. She just want this money in my hand. I'ma give it to her when she dance, dance, dance. She gon' catch a Uber out the Calabasas. She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. I think you got the wrong impression impression about me back. Just cause they heard what hood I'm from, they think I'm crazy. Okay, well maybe just a little crazy. Cause I admit I'm crazy about that lady, yeah. Finger to the world, let's you pay. I've been slaving, done the cause I'm running out of patience. No more waiting, no. Bouncing like a yo-yo, living life on fast forward, but we slow-mo, yeah. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. I can't wait for the show. Got that good, yeah, I know. You should not be alone. All this drink got me low. Car got me right, and I feel so alive. Hey, she don't wanna think, she don't wanna be no wife. She just wanna stay out late, she just wanna stay away. Can't tell her nothing, no, can't tell her nothing, no. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
Chowan leads at the half here over Shaw by a count of 46-39. Gaddis Hodges back here at the Ham Center, where we've enjoyed a good first half. It's been a splendid play first half for Chowan. Over maybe the last couple of minutes when we saw a 15-point lead dwindled down to 7. But Shaw was able to do it, shooting 17 of 27, a 63%. Chowan shooting 14 of 32 for 43.8%, but Chowan is 13 of 15 from the free throw line, where Shaw is only 3 of 6 on the boards. Not a lot of rebounds tonight. Remember, we saw 50 rebounds in the girls' game in the first half. We had a total of 28 here tonight between these two teams. Shaw with the edge on the board at 15 and 13. Turnover-wise, Chowan's done much better than Shaw. They've only turned it over 4 times for forcing Shaw into 13 turnovers, and Chowan has parlayed those 13 turnovers into 22 points in the first half. We'll take another break, come back and get alongside the individual scoring in the first half. Good balance here for Chowan. I'm back to tell you about it after this short timeout. We're from Bob Burke Court here in the Helm Center. We're at the half in this CIAA crossover matchup. Chowan leads here at the break, 46-39 over Shaw.
Last time I saw you say what's up and push right
basketball tonight here on GoSeeYourHawks.com. Chowan leads Shaw here at the break, 46-39. Gaddis Hodges with you here at the Helm Center. Chowan making their way back out on the floor to getting preparation for this second half. Chowan a great balanced attack led by Brandon Mahan, the 6'3" sophomore out of Ridgeway, Virginia. 12 points in the first half is his season high. His career high is 19. 8 points each for Michael Kelly, Gus Rowland, Tim Bing, and Demetrius Sanders. 2 points for Deion Jordan off the bench. Uki Fortick played and did not score. Also for Shaw tonight, Amir Hinton leads the way with 11. 8 for Alex Owens. 7 for Devon Kelsey. 6 for Devon Dillard. 4 for Jaleel Carter. 2 for Jeremy Taylor. And 1 for Darius Hicks. Philip Garner and Imani Miller, along with Devon Kitchen, played but did not score in the first half. That'll get us to the final break of the half. We'll be back to start the second half after this short timeout. Here from the Helm Center, Chowan out in front at home against a good Shaw team by a score of 46-39. You're listening to it on GoSeeYourHawks.com.
Jump on that flight and meet you that night and make it tear up the Everybody circling as vultures, negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip, rather that you rip. Break me down and build me up, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels when I break the chains. Whatever it takes. Yeah, take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes. 'Cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do what it takes. Got a fear of being typical. Looking at my body feeling miserable. Always hanging on to the visual. I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never be enough on the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, word upon your lip, rather that you rip.
Back for the start of the second half here at the Helm Center. And Chowan keep it up against a dangerous and very good Shaw team. You look at Shaw's record of 5-5, but they have a win over Barton in overtime. And Barton was 14th in the country at 96-90 in Wilson. The game when Hinton had 49. He's coming off a 52-point performance down at Tampa. But this Shaw team will be somebody to contend with, I promise you, in the second half of the season, especially in the Southern Division. It's a talented team that Joel Hopkins has brought from Raleigh here tonight. They're showing basketball to start the second half. Rolling with it, working out front. This Chowan team played a lot of minutes in the first half. We got a holding foul coming out front. It's going to be whistled on Devon Kelsey. He was trying to hold Mahan, who was trying to go through, and all of a sudden Kelsey's got foul number 4. As he grabbed Mahan, who was trying to come through and go to the other side of the floor. And Trey Stein's the official. We need to call out on the other side. Here's Mahan down in the low block. Lost the basketball, but recovered out front by Bean. Hinton almost had to steal. Bean from 15 feet, no good. They go to the rack, and Owens will take down the rebound in front of Sanders and Mahan. Here's Taylor getting the start in the second half. We didn't even expect to see Jeremy Taylor, the freshman. He's got the basketball out front. He and Dillard start the second half. And here's a steal. The ball bounced off Dillard right to Roland. Gus will take it in. Can't convert on the layup. Rebounded by Hinton. The Chowan can't take advantage of the turnover here. Here's Dillard to the rack. Scooped it up, ran Bean and scored. Dillard, the transfer from out of Oklahoma State, has got 8 now, all off the bench. Well, he's a player that's certainly capable of exploding, averaging 12 points a game. Here's Sanders on the inside pass, and he can't score again. Chowan's missed 2 easy bunnies here to start the second half. They lead it here 46-41. You got to make those shots if you're Chowan. Here's Hinton, put up jumper from 15. Nice around, wouldn't go. Rebound to Bean. It's Owens tapped it around, but tapped it right to Bean on the far side. Owens trying to tap it to himself underneath. He was a little far underneath to try to get to it. Rolling out front, works off a pick from Kelly. Now we'll call Mahan out front to join him. Gus going inside against Taylor, scooped it up and a little strong. Rebounded by Owens with a one-handed rebound off to Taylor. Taylor coming on the run. He'll go coast to coast, split the defense. Missed the layup, and we got a foul underneath. Foul's going to be on Bean, I believe. He and Hinton were fighting for the basketball, and the foul's going to be on Brandon Mahan, not on Bean. Going to be Brandon's first and the team first here in the second half. I don't think we're going to have shots coming, or will we? If we will, they'll be hitting at the line. So Hinton will step to the line and shoot a pair of free throws that are getting fouled by Mahan on the putback opportunity. Hinton, like I mentioned earlier, has been to the line of CIAA high 131 times coming into the game tonight. And he's now 3 of 3 on the night from the strike. Is Philip Garner will get in the lineup for the first time here in the second half, replacing Kelsey for the Shaw Bears, who head down to Clapping Monday down in Orangeburg, South Carolina to match up against Clapham in a CIAA matchup. Shaw with a little 1-2-2 full court press, and Chowan breaks it easily. Being out front to Rowland. Rowland notes it inside to Kelly. Kelly inside on Owens, running in the lane, left hand and won't go. Chowan's missed all 4 shots to start the second half. Here's Owens behind the defense, kind of threw it up and it went in. But he said it hit the guy way up above it. It will not count. So it'll belong to Chowan. Back the other way. It's a nullified basket hit the There's Rowland, a long 3 to try to break the Chowan Brighton. He's got it. Gus in double figures now at 11. He's a 28.6% shooter beyond the arc. He drills a straight on 3 here. Chowan lead back to 6 now with 17:20 left to go here in the barrel. Chowan in their home white uniforms tonight, showing black trim and burgundy. Over in the corner, 3-pointers on his way from Garner. It's an air ball, and Rowland will go chase it down in the corner. He works away from traffic from Dillard. Gus hands it away to Stewart. Tried to whip it inside to Kelly, and it's thrown away and intercepted. Hinton with the basketball, and he has the ball picked from behind by Kelly. Turnover as Kelly punched it from behind Hinton and went right to Tim Bing. So the 2 teams swap turnovers, and Chowan will work back the other way with it, trying to extend this 6-point advantage. Chowan led by as many as 15 in the first half. Here's Gus trying to orchestrate the offense here for Chowan. Bean's got it left side. Garner trying to apply pressure. Tim with a crossover. Spins in the lane. Fall away 10 feet. Good by Tim Bean. Bean fall away puts him in double digits. He becomes the 3rd Chowan player to reach in double digits. And he's got 10. Mahan's got 12 and Rowland with 11. Deion Jonas just popped off the Chowan bench. He's at the scorer's table. He's in at the next dead ball situation. Going a deep corner. Drives on Sanders. Goes in the lane. Scoops it up. Wouldn't go. Kelly. And couldn't hold a rebound. Off to Hinton. Cutting in the lane. He'll force it up and get fouled. Foul's going to be on Mahan, I believe. And it will be on Brandon. It's going to be his second team foul for the Hawks here in the second half. And Hinton with an ultra quickness just is able to get to the rack and draw the foul. In the perfect 4 from 4 from the stripe tonight. And making 5 for 5. Smooth looking play. Here's Deion Jordan for Kelly in the Chowan lineup. Michael Kelly getting a little breather. The 6'7" junior from the Bronx, New York. Deion Jordan, the transfer from Richard Bland. He played alongside Tim Bing last year at Richard Bland. Deion started the season with some injuries and sat out the first 3 or 4 games, but still trying to work his way back into playing shape. But Hinton makes both free throws. He leads all scorers. 15 does Hinton. He averages 34.3 a game. One still holding a 6-point advantage. Kelly applying, Taylor applying pressure to Rowland as he moves across the timeline. Gus with an NBA 3 and he got it. Gus Rowland with 14. Chowan's leads extends back to 9 at 54-45. Chowan trying to stay unblemished in CIAA play here. It's a game in the night at 2-0 and 8-1 overall. Shaw trying to get to 2-1 and 6-5. Jumping down inside by Hinton. 17 for Hinton. Thought he got fouled, but no call coming. 15:09 to go in this second half. Chowan still has a lead at 54-47. Working here at home. And this is a short Chowan team tonight, down 2 starters and only 9 players available. Deion Joyner, a jumper is good. Just inside the arc for Deion. That's a big bucket by the North Charleston, South Carolina junior. Here's Dillard to the right, and he gets fouled out front. Foul's going to be on Tim Bean. As he grabbed Dillard as he came by. And that'll get us to the first media timeout. 14:46 to go in the second half. Chowan holds a 56-47 lead. Back for more after this brief timeout on GoCUHawks.com.
this is perfect. Come kiss me one more time. I couldn't dream this up, even if I tried. You and me in this moment feels like magic, don't it? I'm right where I wanna be. Everybody's talking about heaven like they just can't wait to go, saying how it's gonna be so good, so beautiful. Lying next to you in this bed with you, I ain't convinced, 'cause I don't know how heaven could be better than this. I swear you're an angel sent to this world. What did I
Bears had the basketball underneath their own bucket. They're 2 of 7 in the second half for the Shaw Bears. After shooting such a good percentage of 63% in the first half. Here's Taylor with the basketball. Like I said, we didn't expect to see him tonight, but he has played a lot here for Shaw. Hinton's got it deep in the corner, draws a double team, skip pass to Dillard, far side. Long distance three by Dillard's money. Devon Dillard's got 11 as he starts to heat up here. Young man from out of Gary, Indiana. Boy, I tell you what, kids from all over the country here in this Shaw program. Chicago, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Knoxville, Tennessee, Richmond, Virginia. There's Joyner trying to go in on Hicks, and Hicks is going to foul him, trying to stop the penetration here by Joyner.
Shaw fouls on number 41.
So Hicks, it'll be his third.
His third, team's second.
Non-shooting foul, so Chowan will inbounds under their own bucket. That's just the second team foul here against Shaw in the half. Rolling to inbounds, it gets it into Joyner. He'll force it up over Hicks and can't get it to go. Rebound to Dillard, off to Taylor. He'll cut inside on Mahan. The left-handed layup is good. Nice move by Jeremy Taylor. 4 points tonight from the Pompano Beach, Florida freshman. And all of a sudden, Chowan's leads down to 4. I think that's rotation off the bench, maybe wearing down this Chowan team a little. Hinton trying to give Mahan some difficulties on the perimeter in this man-to-man. If he can't penetrate against Hinton, off to Rowland. Rowland gets ball knocked away from the high, but it went right to Tim Bean. Shaw trying to up their pressure here. There's Bean trying to maneuver. Pulls up and shoots the three. Short. The shot clock was running down and goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Shaw. Chowan holding a 4-point advantage of 56-52. We'll see this Chowan team coming up on Sunday afternoon right here on Bob Burke Court as they entertain West Virginia State. Two teams played back on the 16th of December, and unfortunately, Chowan fell up at West Virginia State 95-92. Inside it goes to Dillon. He forced it up over Joyner, scored and got fouled. All of a sudden, this cream starting to rise to the top here for this talented Shaw team. Foul's going to be on Deion Joyner's going to be his third. Here's Dillard at the line, where he's a 74% free throw shooter. Free throws up and good for Dillard. He's got 14 off the bench here. His season high is 19. It's back to a 1-point differential. So Hicks has just picked up the foul, and for Hicks, that's his fourth. He's going to have to come out, and that's going to get Jaleel Carter back in the lineup. So he was holding Rowland in the backcourt. Full court pressure coming from Shaw. Rolling across the timeline. Taylor's been very good defensively up the bench here for Shaw. Off to Joyner. Joyner trying to work against pressure from Carter. Shoots the jump, and he got it for 3. Deion Joyner showing the 3 ball. He's got 7, which is a career high here at Chowan. Really got one that Chowan needed. Dillard trying to answer for 3 back the other way, and he's got it. Dillard with 17. My goodness. Can Dillard got a long distance. He's starting to heat up here as Rowland gets it across the timeline. Chowan trying to protect a 1-point lead. He's home against Shaw. Here's Rowland going inside, and they get him for the push-off. Rowland used that left arm to get Taylor off of him and picked up foul number 2. And that's the 15th foul for Chowan in the half. We got 12-28 on our Middle Tech scoreboard. And what's showing that's left in the second half. As walking across the timeline is going to be Taylor. He's going all the way here at point guard in the second half. We have not seen hardly anything with Ronnie Miller in the second half. He started here tonight. Not sure if he's hurt, but he hasn't been on the floor here in the second half. Here's Hinton against Sanders. Tries to go baseline, and Sanders is going to block him and pick up the foul. Foul on Sanders is going to be a second. That's 16 fouls now against Chowan in the half. He knew he was in trouble in the low blocks against the quickness of Hinton. Inside, it comes to Dillard. Dillard moves it outside, pushes it away to Taylor. Taylor, Dillard, Hinton, Garner, and Carter on the floor. Chowan counters with Mahan, Rowland, Dean, Joyner, and Sanders. Here's Hinton going to take the three, and it rims out. Rebound off to Joyner for Chowan. And he'll give it away to Sanders. Kind of surprised Hinton didn't try to go in on Shaw again. Hinton's got 17. That leads all scorers tonight. 14 for Rowland, leading the way for Chowan. Chowan with a 1-point advantage of 59-58. Yeah, and Monty Miller finally pops off the bench here. Here's Rowland against Taylor. Crossover dribble, took it inside and got fouled by Carter. He had the block coming over trying to help Taylor. Good hesitation move and penetration that time by Rowland. So Carter picks up foul number 2. And Devon Bullard kind of tells his younger teammates, look, you got to just stand straight up and hold your hands straight up and not reach. Here's Rowland at the line. Gus, 80% free throw shooter this season. Had 23 points and 13 assists in that loss at West Virginia State. He's got 15 now with the making of the free throw. As Taylor will step out of the lineup for Shaw, and Monty Miller will get back in to replace him. Taylor had not played a lot. We're averaging 5.2 a game, but he's been pretty good tonight. Even though he don't have a lot of points, he's got 4. He's had a great floor game here for Shaw. And Rowland missed the second free throw after making the first. So Gus would around this 2-point lead. For the lead here for Shaw, and Garner can't make it happen. Rebound off to Joyner for Chowan. Joyner over to Gus. Gus to Sanders on the break. Layup's up and good by Demetrius Sanders. He's down double digits with 10. 4-point lead for Chowan. Here's Hinton right front with it. He'll pass it away to Miller. Chowan's done a pretty good job of limiting the touches here tonight for Hinton. He's just halfway to his points per game average of 34.3. Miller works off a pick from Dillard. Now off to Garner. Garner's played just about the entire second half after not playing much in the first half. He works out front, goes to the rack with 3 to shoot. Blocked away by Sanders, and the shot clock will expire. Nice job by Sanders to block it away, and that will give Chowan the basketball back. And Shaw is going to pick up the turnover, which is going to be the 16th of the night. Third here in the second half. So we near the halfway point of the second half at 10:30 left. Joyner had a good game here tonight and gets fouled out front by Carter. So Carter with 2 quick fouls, and the fouls are starting to mount up on both teams. That's 5 team fouls now for Shaw, 6 for Chowan. And here's Kelsey back for Garner. Kelsey back on the floor with 4 fouls. Michael Kelly back for Chowan. So we'll give Brandon Mahan a breather. The first time we'd seen this season a chance to see Carter and Kelly play down the low block together. Also, Naquan Kitchen will get in the lineup at 6'7" freshman for Shaw. So a lot of substitution by both coaches here midway in the second half. Hawks with the basketball and a 62-58 advantage. They've led the entire way here. Hawks had a chance to take the lead a couple times but couldn't convert. Rolling backdoor to Sanders. He'll kiss it off the glass and scoring a great pass. That time from Rowland. Perfect move in the backdoor to Sanders. And to Miller. In the corner to Kelsey. His 3-pointer rims out. Nothing but white jerseys underneath. Kelly to grab it for Chowan. There's Gus coming on the run off to Sanders. He can't convert on the layup. And Miller's gotten a rebound for Shaw. He didn't see Hinton all alone underneath. Kelsey for 3, deep left corner. No good. They go to the rack. Rebound by Bean. There's Tim coming front court. He takes it in on Miller and lays it up and in and got fouled on the play. Nice move that time by Tim Bean on the break. And he got fouled in the play, and the foul's going to be on. Amir Minton's going to be his second. That'll get us to the media timeout. 9:37 to go here in the bell. We have a good one here. Chowan leads Shaw 66-58. Back for more after this short timeout.
I got a situation, this girl been stressing me, saying she better be the only one. My life is complicated, she's only 23. I'm not the guy that she's supposed to love. Oh, the more that I tell her I'm not staying over, the harder she makes it to go. Oh, the more that I try to convince her this won't work, the faster she takes off her clothes. Girl, you gotta slow it down. I'm trying to fall for you. Girl, you gotta slow it down. I can't give it all to you, even though I want to. She knows just what she doing. She fucking with my head, wrapping her legs so tight around my waist. 2 in the afternoon, but we still ain't out of bed. No matter what, she always gets her way. Oh, the more that I tell.
Back to action here. Chowan. Tim Bean at the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. And Tim is able to do it as he knocks it down. Tim with 13 now. Chowan with great balance here tonight. 4 players in double figures. Michael Keller, the only starter who's not in double figures, and he has 8. Chowan's got a 9-point advantage as we play the final 9:25 in this one here from the bell. Here's Miller pushing away near side to Dillard, who's been the spark off the bench in the second half for Shaw. They get it inside to Hinton. Hinton trying to maneuver with it against Sanders. And he'll pull up and shoot the jumper over to Mitchell. It won't go. Rebound off to Keller. Looked like Hinton was a little frustrated on the bench there during the break. Kelly almost lost it, but recovers and gets it to Mahan. He gives it right back to Rolling out front. Gus working out near the timeline as he moves toward the Chowan bench side of the floor. With 10 to shoot, 8:50 to play. Off the Bean. Tim's going to fire the long three. Got it! Tim Bean dialing long distance with 16 with the shot clock running down, and Chowan's lead that was down to 1, now up to 12. Good shooting here by the Hawks in the second half. They're 9 of 17 for 52.9%. Shaw just 35.3%. Here's Hinton pushing away to Miller. Miller goes inside. Ball stolen away by Tim Bean. Miller was trying to get it in the corner to Dillard. Back to Sanders inside to Kelly. He'll lay it up and in. Good unselfish play that time by Sanders to Kelly. Kelly's got 10, and we've got a turnover here as Shaw didn't step out of bounds with it to get it in bounds. And the turnover gives it back to Chowan underneath their own bucket. That's the 18th turnover here tonight for Shaw. And here's Bean out front, kicks it out front to Mahan. Over to Bean again. Tim's had another good night. He'll force it up and draw the foul. Bean, this foul time's going to be on Hinton. Let's see. It is going to be on Hinton. It's going to be his third.
Shaw fouls on number 2, Amir Hinton, his third.
Hinton with 17 tonight. That leads all scorers. But he's just halfway to his 34.3 a game he averages. Bean's free throws a little short.
Number 3, Philip Garner.
So here's Garner in the lineup replacing Miller for Coach Joel Hopkins, whose team is down 14 on the road here at Chowan. Bean knocks it home. Bean with 17 now. He ties Hinton with game high. This is back to a 15-point lead. Second time tonight, Chowan's been up by 15. 7:59 to go. Taylor back in the lineup, playing at the point guard spot. He'll push it away to Dillard. He and Dillard have been very good off the bench tonight for Shaw in the corner to Hinton. Hinton at a high post to Garner, back out to Dillard. Dillard working against Rowland, will back it back up. And the Gary, Indiana junior lays one down from downtown Murfreesboro. 20 for Dillard, and that's his career high here at Shaw. The transfer from Oklahoma State. Let's see if Chowan can answer back the other way as we wound down the final 7:20 here from the barrel. Kelly at the high post. He wanted to go back to Dean, couldn't get it to him. In the corner to Sanders. Demetrius for three, and he got it. Got a match for three from Dillard back the other way, back to a 15-point advantage. And here's a steal by Mahan as he took it away from Taylor. Taylor foul trying to get it back. And another turnover here by Shaw.
12, Jeremy Taylor, his second.
And Mahan's going to go to the line and shoot a 1-and-1. And Phillip Owens, who hasn't played much in the second half and was a real force down inside in the first half, will get back to the lineup replacing Kitchen.
Brandon Mahan shooting 1-and-1.
So here's Brandon, who has not scored in the second half after scoring 12 in the first half. Mahan, that is, at the line to shoot 1-and-1. And he's earned the second one by making the first one. And everybody thought it was just one shot. Everybody that started tonight's in double figures for Chowan, and Deion Jordan's got 7 off the bench. Chowan's played only 7 players tonight.
They've knocked down 10 of 17 3-pointers so far this evening. Second free throw.
Brandon's second free throw is a little short. You can see it from here. Tipped up and in by Michael Kelly. Oh, Kelly with the tip in. After Mahan missed the free throw. It's 79-61 with 6:56 left. And Mahan's going to foul out front against Dillard. And Dillard's going to have free throws coming here.
Dillard shooting 1-and-1.
So Dillard will shoot the 1-and-1. He came before the shot, but Dillard with 20 tonight. 79-61, Chowan with the advantage, but a long ways to go. 6:56 left, and Dillard's free throw is money. Second free throw is short. Kelly one-hands the rebound for Chowan. As Tim Bean will be left to bring it front court against pressure from Garner in the backcourt. The District Heights Maryland junior easily gets across the timeline. Moving near side to the right. Back door goes to Sanders. Somehow he got it to go. Oh my goodness, a reverse layup for Sanders is good. It's 81-62 Chowan with 6.5 minutes left. Can Chowan hold this lead and remain undefeated in the CIAA? Here's Taylor at the high post. Wrap around through it right to Sanders, who stepped right in front of Owens. Shaw having all grades of trouble in the offensive end. Here's Rowland across the timeline. Just did beat the 10-second clock. The sophomore point guard has been brilliant again tonight. Here's Gus out front with it against this man-to-man, working against the taller Dillard. Let's see if they clear out for Gus. As Dillard knocked it away, but it went right to Bean. Bean went arch up to 3. He missed it badly as the shot clock was about to expire, and it's going to be a shot clock violation against Chowan. Hawks with just 6 turnovers, 2 in the second half. And it's back to Shaw's advantage with the basketball. Down 19 here at Chowan as we're under 6 minutes left. Here's Hinton, who's got just 6 points here in the second half. After 11 in the first half. He'll push it away near side to Garner. Back out front it comes to Dillard. Dillard's keeping him in this game, and he drills a 3. Dillard with 24. 81-65. Being having trouble getting it in. Finally gets it into Mahan. As Gus took a pretty good steal. Chowan better go quickly, and he get it to Kelly in the front court. Kelly's going to take it in against Owens and won't go. Rebound off Kelly's leg and out of bounds to Shaw. Chowan almost didn't get it front court in time, but they got it to Kelly, and Michael couldn't convert. It's 81-65 now. Still plenty of time left here in the barrel for Shaw. He's down 16. Taylor Uncle straighten this offense out front over to Hinton. He'll take it deep right corner. Goes inside to Owens. They go cross court over to Garner. Garner back out to Dillard. Dillard's got the hot hand right now. Let's see if they try to get in the basketball. Owens got inside presence. This time on Kelly. Goes back to Hinton. He'll force it up and draw the foul. Hinton got 1-and-1 coming. He got fouled before the shot. Foul's going to be on Kelly. For Michael, it's foul number 2. And that'll get us to the media timeout. 4:54 to go here at Chowan. Hawks lead 81-65 over Shaw. Be back for the final 4:54 after this short timeout. You listen to Chowan basketball on JCUHawks.com.
Spent 24 hours, I need more hours with you. You spent the weekend getting even. Ooh. We spent the late nights making things right between us. But now it's all good, babe. Roll out that wood, babe, and let me close. Cause girls like you roll around with guys like me till sundown. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Girls like you love fun and yeah, me do what I want. When I come through, I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I need a girl like you. I spent last night on the last flight to you. We took a whole day up, trying to get way up. Ooh. We spent the daylight trying to make things right between us. But now it's all good, baby.
As we get back to action here at Chowan, don't forget we'll be with you on Sunday afternoon when the Hawks return here. The men side of things, they host West Virginia State coming up at 2 o'clock tip-off with a 1:45 airtime here from Chowan. Here's Hinton at the line to shoot 1-and-1. He was fouled by Kelly prior to that timeout, and he misses the free throw. Rebound comes off to Mahan. Chowan getting pressured in the backcourt. Roland will break the press as he comes front court. Nearly double dribble with it. Over in the corner to Kelly. Kelly gets away to B. Here comes Zach well beyond the arc, and he waits for Gus to come back and clear. Chowan up 81-65, and they're nearing the 4.5-minute mark in this one in the second half. Chowan down to 5 seconds to shoot. Off to Kelly. Kelly got to go quick, as Sanders will let it go before the shot clock expires, and he misses. Rebound off to Dillard. Dillard to Owens. He takes it in on B. Sanders blocked, and he got the foul. Sanders got him with the body. He had enough up top, but he got him with the body. Says the official underneath. And Demetrius walks to the other end. He says, I had it pinned, coach. But he got him with the body. You can see that from here. And that's for Demetrius. That's foul number 3. Here's Owens at the free throw line. Owens a 44% free throw shooter on the year. He arches it up and rimmed out on him. Shaw from the stripe tonight, 9 of 15. Showing is 17 of 22. As Imani Miller is back in the Shaw lineup, replacing Taylor with 4:18 left. And Owens got the second, got the shooters rolling the second. Owens, who had 8 points in the first half, just collected his first point in the second half. Chowan coming front court with a 15-point advantage and really needing the basket. They haven't scored in a couple of minutes here. Here's Mahan working against pressure from Dillard out front. Dillard's going to pick up the foul. And that's going to be the 19th foul against Shaw. And for Dillard, it's foul number 3. So Mahan's going to draw a 1-and-1 opportunity here after the foul from Dillard. Brandon's 2 of 4 from the stripe tonight. He's got 13 points, which is season high. His career high is 19. That was against Shaw last year. Free throw from Mahan is good. He's earned a second one. Stretches the lead back to 16 now. As Deion Joyner is going to get in the lineup here, replacing Michael Kelly. Kelly getting a little breather for his final 4:06. Shaw is picked first in the Southern Division from the CIAA and second overall to Virginia State. Chowan picked 6. And Mahan can't convert on the second. So Brandon makes 1 of 2. He's got 14. Rebound off to Dillard for Shaw. He'll get it to Garner. Garner penetrates in the lane over to Hinton. He can't hold the pass. Fast pass went right by Hinton and right into the Shaw bench. That's 8 second half turnovers now for Shaw and 21 on the night. Correction, 19 on the night, 20 on the night. I'll get it right momentarily. Had to wait for Evan Carpenter, our sharp shooting SID down below us, to insert the turnover here in the stats, which is differentiating from my manual stats. Chowan trying to work some clock here with 3:40 left. Up by 16 at home against Shaw. Pick here from Joyner, gets rolling loose. They'll take it to the rack, won't go, tip the lane. Hinton's got the rebound. Trying to get it to Dillard front court. Dillard goes in and boom, it lost him going up and out of bounds. Dean looked like he was going to step in front of him and just step back, and Dean bounced it off his leg. Dillard bounces off his leg and out of bounds. And Coach Hopkins is taking Hinton out of the ball game here. I tell you, he was frustrated during the last timeout. And we got a holding foul coming in. Well, it's going to be a timeout, Chowan. Chowan wants a 30-second timeout with 3:27 to go here. Chowan, once again, will be at home on Sunday afternoon. They play host to West Virginia State, then they start a 3-game road swing that begins next Thursday as they head up to Johnson C. Smith. As they play at Johnson C. Smith on the 10th, and at Winston-Salem on Saturday the 12th, and at Livingston and Salisbury on the 14th before coming back home on the 19th to face Elizabeth City State in the first of 3 out of 4 home games. Chowan will have back-to-back home games on the 19th and the 26th against Elizabeth State and Bowie State, respectively. Not many folk for the people in the building tonight, but I think Chowan fans who have been here have enjoyed this one. Chowan ladies not quite a success in the first one. And Chowan shot a season-low 20.4% tonight from the field. Chowan ladies fell to Catawba 48-37. And dropped to 9-4, but they'll get in conference play 1 week from tonight. They travel up to Charlotte to play Johnson C. Smith. No classes here at Chowan the remainder of this week or next week, so it'll be all basketball for both of these teams. They get ready for the second half of the season. Chowan spent a long time on the bench here. And finally they pop out, and here the Fisher's going to put it in play. Chowan not making much effort to hustle down and get it in bounds here. Fisher's not putting it in play. They're really fortunate. Chowan's going to put it in play against full court pressure. Mahan to trigger it in bounds. Inbounds comes to Bing. Being pressured by Miller in the backcourt. Gets it to Mahan, who lost it, but recovers. Now over to Rowland across the timeline. Rowland takes it into Sanders. He couldn't get to it. They go to the floor, and it's a tie-up between Miller and Joyner. Or did Shaw get the timeout? They did to save the possession. Rowland trying to throw the alley-oop to Sanders and threw it a little bit tied to the elevator man, who couldn't quite reach it. Boy, if he gets that one and brings it home, my goodness. Boy, did he get up high, but there was a tie-up underneath, and Shaw got the timeout to save the possession. Only one other game tonight, I believe, in the CIAA, and that was Lincoln was at Morgan State. That was a 3 o'clock game this afternoon. Kind of looking at the numbers here in the Northern Division, Chowan at 2-0 and 8-1. Virginia State 2-0 and 9-3. They beat Barton over the weekend in Virginia State up in Petersburg. Lincoln 4-0 and 10-4. Elizabeth City State 4-0 and 7-7. Virginia Union 2-1, 5-5. Bowie at 1-1 and 5-8. That's on the Northern Division side of things. Shaw basketball with 3:14 to go. They trail here at Chowan 82-66. And 82-16 would be a tough spot to be in. Here's Garner with the basketball, stolen away nearly by Bing. He just ran out of real estate as Garner was trying to get it to Dillard in the corner. Dillard's got 18 of his 24 in the second half. And Hinton, who began tonight with a 34.3 average, is on the bench watching here with 3:07 left with just 17 points. 6 in the second half. Here's Miller right front being pressured by Mahan. Just under 3 minutes left. Miller goes inside, lost it out of bounds. Another unforced error here by Shaw. The 10th second half turnover. See if Chowan can take advantage here on the turnover. Pressure coming in the backcourt against Rowland. As they inserted Richard Stack in the lineup, the pressure Rowland. Rowland breaks the press. Goes inside, will circle back out. Chowan looks to work some clock here with 2:45 left. Up by 16 here at home against a talented Shaw team. Rowland just bouncing that front against Stack with 8 seconds to go. Rowland to the rack. Got foul going up. Nobody sells a foul better than the Gus man. As he drew the foul on Stack going to the rack with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And Rowland will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. That's the 10th foul here on Charlotte. So Chowan's in the double bonus for this final. 2:32.
2 shots.
Gus has got 6 assists tonight. He's played 37 minutes. He and Sanders, Mahan, Bing have all played every minute of this game as Rowland misses a free throw. Maria missed by Gus, who's an 80% free throw shooter.
Monday, we're going to come on with the pregame show at 5:15 and say doubleheader.
It was Gus's second free throw, and this one's good. Rolling with 16 tonight to go along with his 6 assists, 4 steals, and just 3 turnovers. 83-66, 2:27 showing on our Metal Tech scoreboard. Showing out in front, trying to win for the 91st time for Coach Brett Benson. Stack with it out front. He's in for defensive purposes. We got hung in the ball game here. Gardner, 3-pointer, deep left corner, no good. Rebound off to Rowland. Rowland to Sanders. He tries to beat Miller to it, but Miller's got the steal on Chowan's turnover. Miller pushing back the other way to Dillard. Dillard to the rack, lays it up and in, and got fouled by Mahan. Mahan just got to let him go at that point. And that doesn't help things with him and Coach Benson on the near side. And here's Dillard going to the line as Coach Hopkins will insert McLean Kitchen in the lineup. Dillard leads all scorers with 26. He'll try to make it 27 as Owens is out of the lineup and Kitchen is in with 2:02 left. And Dillard can't convert on the free throw. Rebound out to Mahan. So when you can't get closer with the clock stopped, you got trouble with Shaw. Inside of 2 minutes to go here in the barrel. Chowan's with a 15-point advantage here. As Miller trying to defend Rowland, they steal it away from him. And Gus is on the floor on the other end. A little slow to get up. Dillard's going to take it in for the easy layup on the turnover. Dillard with 28 and Gus a little slow to get up, and they'll blow the whistle to let him walk it off as it leads down to 13 now for Chowan. Hawks have not had a field goal since the 6:37 mark, and he still lead by 13. Inbounds it comes to Bing. Stack trying to pressure Bing as he'll maneuver front court, getting away from the pressure. But Miller's there to cut him off for Shaw. We get a timeout here for Chowan. Comes with 1:24 left and 22 seconds on the shot clock, and up by 13 is going to be a full timeout. We'll take a little breather here from the Hawkland where the Hawks lead Shaw with 1:24 left, 83-70, and you're listening to it on GoCUHawks.com.
Say, hey now, baby. Oh, mama, don't play now, baby. Say, hey now, baby. So let's go on things straight now, baby. Tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. I'm at the house on you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? You gotta tell me if you love me or not, love me or not, love me or not. I'm wishing for you, am I lucky or not, lucky or not, lucky or not? I'm wishing for you. Try to do what lovers do. I'm wishing for you. Try to do what lovers do. Say, no, baby. You gon' make me hit you with that lay down, baby. Oh,
Chowan basketball with 1:24 left as they get in the backcourt to Roland. Chowan's got 20 seconds on the shot clock to try to do something with it. They lead it here over Shaw by 13. Here's Mahan. He's going to be fouled immediately by Dillard. And for Dillard, it'll be number 4. And Brandon Mahan's got 2 free throws coming with the clock stopped with 1:14 left. Both teams in the double bonus for this final 74 seconds. Mahan trying to extend the Chowan lead. Mahan from the stripe tonight is 3 of 6. And he rims this one out. Mahan a little upset with himself. Chowan knocking down some free throws late. Chowan now is 19 of 27 from the stripe.
Brandon Mahan at the free throw line.
Here's Mahan, the young man from out of Ridgeway, Virginia, who had 12 first half points, gets the second free throw. He's got 15 on the night. Stands the lead to 14 with 70 seconds left. Dillard quickly coming front court, and he'll lay it up and in. They call him for the charge. They call him for the charge, and foul's going to be on Dillard, and he'll foul out. If Dillard will foul out, they'll mark off the basket. Deion Jordan drew the charge. So Dillard will foul out, they'll nullify the basket. Player control, and Chowan gets it back for Dillard. That is the 3rd time he's fouled out this season. And he'll foul out with a game-high 28 points. Boy, Dillard's been really good tonight. Chowan looking the inbounder here. So they get it front court to Deion Jordan. Deion's going to get it to Sanders. Sanders looped it up and scored. 19 for Sanders. That leads to Chowan scoring. And it's a 16-point advantage with 1 minute left. Chowan's going to win here tonight against Shaw. Here's a line drive three-pointer that's good for Philip Garner. That's his first field goal of the night. Boy, he had some chances midway in the second half when Shaw was making a run, but he couldn't get him to drop. Here's Roland, who's been really good tonight at point guard, maneuvering front court against pressure. Shaw not looking to foul here, down 85 to 86 to 73, and Chowan's just trying to bounce out some time here. Here's Gus with 6 to go. Gives it to Jordan. His 15-footer off the glass and good for Deion Jordan. 9 for Deion. 88-73 as we play the final 18 seconds here from the barrel. Chowan out in front. He's led the entire way here. Here's a jumper from Garner. No good. Deion Jordan bounced it away to Roland. And Coach Brett Vincent said, let's hold it here and not try to do anything with it. As they'll bounce out the time here. Chowan's going to win 88-73 to go to 9-1 and 3-0. Shaw's going to drop to 5-6 and 1-2. We're back after this short timeout. Maybe get a word from Coach Brett Vincent on his team's impressive win here tonight. Back after this short timeout.
She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Drop top, how we rollin' down on call it South Beach. Yeah, look like Kelly rollin', this might be my destiny. She want me to eat it, I guess then it's on me. I got you, know I got the sauce like a recipe. She just wanna do it for the grand. She just want this money in my hand. I'ma give it to her when she dance, dance, dance. She gon' catch a Uber out the Calabasas. She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. She said she too young, don't want no man. So she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Now yo just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. I think you got the wrong impression. question about me back. Just cause they heard what hood I'm from, they think I'm crazy. Okay, well maybe just a little crazy. Cause I admit I'm crazy about that lady, yeah. Finger to the world, let's you pay. I've been slaving, done the cause I'm running out of patience. No more waiting, no. Bouncing like a yo-yo, living life on fast forward, but we slow-mo, yeah. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan. I can't wait for the show. Got that good, yeah, I know. You should not be alone. All this drink got me low. Car got me right, and I feel so alive. Hey, she don't wanna think, she don't wanna be no wife. She just wanna stay out late, she just wanna stay the white. Can't tell her nothing, no, can't tell her nothing, no. She said she too young, don't want no man, so she gon' call her friends, now that's a plan. I just ordered sushi from Japan. Now yo, just wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
Back here at Chowan with the Hawks winning here tonight over Shaw by a count of 88-73. Chowan shoots 50% from the field tonight on 29 of 58 shooting. Shaw, by the way, pretty good shooting night as well for the Bears, 28 of 52, but in the second half, he only shot 44% on 11 of 25 and 5 of 11 beyond the arc. On the boys, Shaw had the edge tonight, 31-26. Here's a big number here tonight. Chowan forces 23 Shaw turnovers. Does that parlay into points? You bet it does. 31 points off turnovers tonight here for the Hawks. They made the Bears pay for the miscues tonight and fast break points. Chowan able to get out in transition and get some points tonight. 23 points in transition tonight as the Hawks do a great job here tonight getting it done against Shaw. 5 players in double figures for Chowan tonight, led by Demetrius Sanders with 19, 17 for Tim Bing, 16 for Gus Rowland to go along with his 7 assists in all 40 minutes of play. He had 5 turnovers in the game. How about 15 for Brandon Mahan, 12 for Michael Kelly, and Deion Jordan with a career-high 9 tonight. Deion's starting to get in shape a little bit. Coach Brett Vincent has told us he's going to help this team in the second half. We saw it some here tonight, but 9 points. Iggy Portick played tonight but did not score. On the opposite side, it was a 2-man game basically for Shaw. 28 points for Devon Dillard, and most of Dillard's coming in the second half. Matter of fact, 22 of his 28 coming in the second half. 17 from Amir Hinton, 7 for Devon Kelsey, 9 for Alex Owens, 4 for Jaleel Carter, 4 for Jeremy Taylor, 3 for Philip Garner, and 1 for Darius Hicks. We'll take a little break, come back. Coach Brett Vincent on his way for the locker room to join us to talk about this one. His team is now 9-1 in the season and 3-0. Shaw drops to 5-6 and 1-2. Back for more with Coach Brett Vincent after this short timeout.
Shooting for the stars when I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had high hopes. Had high hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had high hopes. Mama said,
back here courtside at Bobette Court where the Hawks have just won for the 9th time this season as they defeat Shaw tonight. 23 for the 6th time in 13 outings against Shaw. Chowan with 5 players in double figures. I'm joined here by Coach Brent Trevins. And Coach, you know, we've had times in this year where we lost a player. We lost to Darian late early in the year. And with this player, without that player, it always has that next man steps up. Brandon Mahan, I thought, was terrific tonight in the first half, 12 of his 15. But this team played a terrific basketball game tonight. Stayed within itself offensively, took care of the basketball, and took advantage of 23 turnovers.
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. Gaddis, you know, Brandon hadn't played a whole lot other than just limited minutes throughout his career, although he's only a sophomore. He did a lot of nice things. You know, he got going early, made some shots, and when Brandon gets his confidence, I think he can be a big plus for our team. I really do. And then, you know, Dion Joyner was good, and, you know, all the guys that played, I know we only played 7 guys, but all 7 that played contributed in a different way. And, you know, I'm really proud looking at the stat sheet. You know, we only turned it over 10 times against a pretty athletic club.
Absolutely. Coach, you told us a couple of weeks ago, back before Christmas, Dion Joyner is going to help us down the stretch. When he gets healthy, gets in shape. We saw a healthy Dion Joyner tonight and what he can do for this club. Yeah, you know, Dion brings a lot to us. You know, he's left-handed, he's 6'10", he moves pretty good, and the guys enjoy playing with him, and he's a guy, I know you noticed there at the end when he stepped in, took a big charge, and hopefully our guys feed off of that because we need to do that and get better at it, taking more charges, and if, you know, obviously if Dion at 6'10" can do it, the rest of us can do it. I thought Gus really controlled this game from the point guard spot. Yeah, you know, Gus is a good player, and he's going to be a good player, and thank goodness he's a sophomore. It means we have him 2 more years, and he controls our team. He's starting to shoot the ball well, and if he can start making perimeter shots, I mean, he's really going to be a handful because he's as quick as any kid I've ever coached. Coach, we were talking about Amir Hinton before this game, the leading scorer in the nation at 34.3. You hold him at 17 points, only 6 in the second half. You seem to really have him frustrated late in the game. Well, you know, we decided to go with some soft pressure back to a 2-3 zone and try and get 2 people around him when he had the ball, and then we had certain areas on the floor that were target areas. If he got it, we would trap him, and I thought we did a really good job on him because he didn't have a lot of freedom to move out there, and every time he caught it, he was looking at 2 people, and, you know, 17 points is 17 below his average, but it's also 7 below his lowest point total this year. So, Coach, he did not. You were just talking about he did not have a lot of free lanes going to the basket tonight. That's what he lives off of: driving, dishing off, making baskets. And you guys just kind of cut him off inside. Yeah, that was our goal. You know, 10 and 3 were their shooters, and I'm sorry, 10 and 2. We really concentrated on them, and then 15 comes in David Dillard to transfer from Oklahoma State, and he went crazy tonight. Man, he was really knocking it down. Wow. I can see why he was at Oklahoma State, but, you know, I thought we had a hand up on most of his shots, other than a couple, and, you know, I thought we did a good job. I'm proud of the guys. They keep working, and, you know, their team spirit's good, and our attitudes are good, and, you know, it helps when you win to build chemistry. Makes for a happy locker room for sure. Yeah. Coach, when you look at this game, you had a good lead at the half. You rushed it up to 15. Sean cuts it to 1, comes down, have a chance to tie, but you guys weathered the storm there, kind of stretched it out. Then they had several turnovers in a row, and you guys were able to convert and kind of seal this game off. Well, what happened there in that second half that allowed you to slip away after they had cut it close? I think it's a little bit of human nature, especially with young people. You know, you get a lead and you kind of let up, and you know, at the end we called a timeout as just a teaching thing with Gus. You know, we're up 14, and, you know, I know everyone wants to get a breakaway dunk and a highlight play, but, you know, we need to be able to put that game away, and they've got to foul us and go to the line and make our free throws. So it's just human nature. It's just kids, but I guess that's why they call you a coach. You have to work on it with them. But we've been talking about it. They haven't been listening too good thus far on that part of it. We'll save that highlight dunk when we got a few more people in the stands. Coach, we'll see you on Sunday. Great win for this team tonight. Okay, thanks, guys. As Coach Brett Benson, his team wins for the 9th time this season in 10 outings. They go to 3-0 in league play. Shaw drops to 5-6. We'll see Chowan here Sunday afternoon as they play host to West Virginia State. Shaw will go back and retool in Raleigh, head down to Orangeburg on Monday to take on Clapham. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. 19 for Sanders, 17 for Bean, 16 for Rowland, 15 for Mahan, 12 for Kelly as the Hawks win 88-73. Until Sunday afternoon, everybody, have a great Friday.